This is the Geekery Update with Alan and Brian. I am Brian.
I'm Alan. IDW Comics, they've done what's called Disney Afternoon Giant. So I've got a couple of these. Now, Rescue Rangers, Disney Afternoon was like the thing back in the 90s. As a 90s kid, you loved Disney Afternoons. Rescue Rangers, Darkwing Duck, which we'll get to that here in a second, DuckTales, Gummy Bears, I think it's called. I didn't really watch a lot of Gummy Bears.
Passion, courageous. Yeah, I love Gummy Bears.
All right, so you know
here and there and everywhere.
You watch this more than I do.
Sorry.
But so they've done recently here Disney Afternoon Giant, and so you see this one here has Chip and Dale, and then what they've done is they'll do like two different stories in the one issue. This one they did the backup story is there we go. The backup story is a DuckTales story, as you see here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think in number 5, so I have issue number 4, and I have issue number 6. Number 5, which I really wanted to get, but it's sold out. The cover was a Darkwing Duck cover, and that was when they switched over from DuckTales to doing Darkwing Duck. And I think the cover they'll switch back and forth between who is the so 4 and 6 was Rescue Rangers, and I think probably number 3 was a DuckTales cover. And so number 5 was Darkwing Duck when I switched over to that. And so 6 again, we have the Rescue Rangers for a cover. And then the backup story here is Darkwing Duck. All right.
Okay.
So they've put out some new stories for those. Now there's also currently Disney, I think Disney Channel it's on, or Disney XD. They have a DuckTales reboot. They have
which I've actually heard is pretty good.
Yes, and I've watched a little bit of that. David Tennant plays Uncle Scrooge. David Tennant, he's known for Doctor Who, and he was also Purple Man on the Jessica Jones show. They didn't call him Purple Man, but yes.
Yeah, he was so good.
Like that's when Jessica. That was the first thing I saw of David Tennant. I knew that he was Doctor Who, but that was the first thing I saw of David Tennant. I'm like, this guy is awesome. I'm gonna go find where he was Doctor Who, and so now I've gotten big into Doctor Who, probably because of him. But I still think he is the best Doctor Who. That's my opinion. But anyway, so he plays Uncle Scrooge in this DuckTales reboot. And they did a special episode. They did a Darkwing Duck episode on there. And like Launchpad is a character that is on DuckTales, and he's also on Darkwing Duck. So they kind of use that to they use that to connect the two.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there is news that they're doing a Darkwing Duck reboot as well.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Whether or not it's going to be a spin-off of that, because they did that episode already, if it's going to be a spin-off from there, if that was the backdoor pilot, or this is going to be something totally different. We don't know yet. But the article is from Variety. It's a Variety exclusive. The Point Grey Productions is that's who's going to be producing this. Now it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it just says it's going to be a cartoon. I don't know if it really specifies if it's going to be live action like the Rescue Rangers or anything, which would be awesome. Like, hear about the Rescue Rangers news being live action. My brain automatically went to I want to see Darkwing Duck in live action. That's what I want to see.
Well, if they could get Darkwing Duck, like if they could do that right, that opens the door to something like, what was that show that everyone really liked? Mighty Ducks.
Yes, like They are doing a Mighty Ducks show for Disney Plus, but it's more like the movies.
It's about the movies.
Yeah. So we don't know for sure if this Darkwing Duck reboot, if it's going to be live action, but my assumption is it's just going to be a new cartoon, like the DuckTales cartoon is.
Mhm.
But whether or not it's
Right.
going to be a spin-off from the episode they did on DuckTales, that's also something we don't know. But we do know Point Grey Productions is going to be doing this. Now, Point Grey Productions is Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg. They've also done The Boys for Amazon Prime. Also attached to doing a Ninja Turtles show for Netflix, and I'm thinking that's going to be just a cartoon. It's either a show or a movie, but they're doing Ninja Turtles. Point
Right
Grey,
on.
specifically Seth Rogen. Now, Seth Rogen, I'm thinking that he's a lot better producer than he is a comedian. He's got a specific brand of comedy. Like, there's been some movies that I like of him, and some he's just obnoxious.